fighting kit.
Like the box.
That's the boxing kit.
Ow! You little meanie. You stop Penelope. That's a mean little girl. That's a...
So I started off with 2 Sterilite containers from Walmart. Not necessarily sure what size they were, just as long as one could fit snugly inside the other, it'll work. These are the tools I use: indoor-outdoor Gorilla Tape, a razor or box cutter, a glue gun, an old planter, and a blow dryer. And also a Sharpie. So I knew I wanted the entrance and exit hole to be about the same size as the planter, so I used that to draw my circle. And I started with the larger tote, as you can see. Wanted to get that outline first on the larger tote before I put the small one inside. That's just me plugging up that blow dryer that I'm about to use to get the plastic hot enough so that I can get my box cutter in there. And this was probably the hardest part of making the house. It was the hardest part of making the house, and it wasn't hard. It just was my first time getting plastic hot like that, and it took a little patience, and I wasn't sure if it was going to work because that plastic was taking a long time to melt. But I guess it also depends on the strength of the heat in the blow dryer. Also, another mistake that I made going in is I went against the sharpest part of the razor on the box cutter. So if you see me struggling with cutting, then that's why. And then eventually you'll see me catch on and figure out, oh, light bulb moment. Maybe I should go in the direction of the sharpest part of the box cutter. Duh. And once that plastic was heated up, it was pretty much easy from that point.
Cut with the flow of the knife.
So once that was out of there, I saved that in case I want to make another cat house in the future. That could be my little outline. Then I put the smaller tote inside. I realized once I did this, I had messed up by making my cutout hole a little bit too high up off the ground. But that was okay, because as long as that straw is in there insulating it, it should be fine. I did it too high up. Maybe when the top is on it. Yeah. I guess when the top is on it, it won't matter. I was so mad at myself, but then I said, you know what? This is my first time making one of these. I'm probably going to make another one in the future. I didn't know. I did not even think of it, but I made it work because, as you can see, it's not going to affect the efficiency of the insulation of the house because I'm just going to stuff it with hay. So that's my second outline. And this time it was a little bit easier to heat up the plastic this time around because this was my second time doing it and I knew which direction to take the box cutter. And you see it's sort of like a semicircle. That's where I messed up. Had I made that hole a little bit lower to the ground, then it would have went all the way around. But again, my first time, so I made it work. We made it work. That's me using some scissors just to cut across because I didn't want to take part of the top off because I still want to be able to close the top. All right, now I'm just setting that smaller tote on the inside. It doesn't line up perfectly, but the top closes and I can get a lot of straw in there on the top and on the sides, and it'll still work. Now I'm taking that planter and I'm going to use that as a little tunnel, and that'll help keep rain and snow out of there. From the research that I had done with making these cat houses, they really don't recommend putting a flap on there because sometimes it scares the cat. So they said to make sure that the entrance and exit door kind of protrudes. So that's why I'm building that little tunnel. So it'll be easy for her to go in and keep her dry. And we gotta seal this hole up right here. And thank goodness for that Gorilla Tape because that hole that I had to seal up was only there and misaligned because of the mistake that I made making the entrance and exit door too high up to the ground. I actually didn't need the glue gun because it was secure enough with the tape. And it's not perfect, but y'all, this is my first cat box and I think it was pretty nice. Also, from my research and my other cat lovers, I learned that it's important to use straw and not hay because that hay can hold moisture if the cat gets wet or if any rain or snow gets in there. So it's important to use straw, not hay.
And you putting it inside the box?
Huh?
And you putting it inside the box?
No, on top first to insulate. This insulates it. See, it's gonna go on the top and all around the sides.
So nothing go on inside the box?
Yeah, that's the last step. You put it on the inside.
How's that the last stuff you're gonna have trash all over top of it?
See, that's why I need your mind. Okay.
And that's just common sense. Just no.
So the straw is used to insulate
That's good.
the cat house, and I also put some on the inside so that when she goes in there, she can snuggle up in it and get warm, maybe bury herself in it.
That's all right, hey. You can go in there and shit.
Yes, they do.
You don't think it's little.
Cats do like that.
Since when?
Keeps them warm. She gonna like it when it get
It's
cold.
like cushy stuff, man. The damn sticky hay.
Yeah, it do.
And we're saying hay because it just looks so similar, but this is definitely straw that we're using. We are not using hay. Do not use hay to fill your feral cat box. And it's just about complete. I knew that when I wanted to build her a better home. I had researched for months, and I wanted something that matched the outside of our house, because although I am a cat person, a cat lady, I don't like no tacky looking stuff. I wanted it to match our house and kind of blend in so that it didn't stand out and mess up the look of our house. And voila! There's our little deserving girl. Hi, sweetie. Hi, cutie pie. You got a house over there now. Update, she did not waste any time getting into her new house. She loved it, and actually it was perfect because the next day it had gotten really cold, and when I was leaving, I saw her coming out of the cat house. I love her, my neighbors love her, and we just want to make sure she's nice and safe and warm throughout the winter.